Alright, so hello and welcome. Howdy. Good Abend, good day. We are here. I wanted to return to this problem. I was looking at it before earlier today, didn't solve it. And actually I looked at it off stream because I was, I don't know, it was kind of troubling me, I guess, thinking about it. Like I said, there's a few ways to approach it, but the way I ultimately went for it is as follows. So we'll reread the problem. Given a C++ program, remove comments from it. The program sources an array of strings source, where the source of I is the ith line of the source code. This represents the result of splitting the original source code string by the new line character, \n. In C++, there are two types of comments, line comments and block comments. A string // denotes a line comment which represents that it and the rest of the characters to the right of it in the same line should be ignored. The string / denotes a block comment which represents that all characters until the next non-overlapping occurrence of asterisk / should be ignored. Here occurrences happen in reading order, line by line from left to right. To be clear, the string / does not yet end the block comment, as the ending would be overlapping the beginning. First effective comment takes, so this is actually not a comment at all. Effective comment takes precedence over others. For example, the string / occurs in a block comment, it is ignored. Similarly, if the string / occurs in a line or block comment, it is also ignored. This is a really interesting question. I like this question. A certain line of code is empty after removing comments. You must not output that line. Each string in the answer list will be non-empty. There will be no control characters, single quotes, or double quote characters. For example, source equals string s and / not a comment, * will not be a test case. So yeah, it's actually not a comment in that case. Also, nothing else such as defines or macros will interfere with the comments. It is guaranteed that every open block comment will eventually be closed, so / outside of a line or block comment always starts a new comment. Finally, implicit new line characters can be deleted by block comments. Please see the examples below for details. After removing the comments from the source code, return the source in the same format. So, and then I give examples to explain, to give more context. I kind of went over it already, so I have a good idea. And it's relatively small. I mean, each line in the source code is 80 characters, and there's only 100 lines. That's 800 characters total in the largest thing we might process. Now, there's a few key constraints here with what we're working on, and I'm going to take advantage of that. So only printable ASCII characters in the source, and then every open block is eventually closed. There are no single quote or double quotes in the input. That would be a nuisance to deal with, single quotes or double quotes. So, all right, excuse me. Although actually you could technically deal with those too if you basically, if you saved all of those positions somehow, I guess you could actually deal with those and somehow perform your processing and just skip those sections. So basically remove those strings from the code altogether and then put them back where they belong after you've removed the comments. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we're not going to get into that though. That's an idea. I don't know if that works particularly well, but so we have part of the code written already. Actually, this is already solved more or less. I think we're going to submit it shortly, but the idea is to handle the single line comments first, build a string stream, loop through each string, and say what you're going to do is we're actually going to build. Now, what's interesting is I actually shouldn't use new line characters. We're actually going to be even more clever than that. We're going to do the following. So we're going to take each line and we're going to build a string stream from the source code. And what we're going to do is add what's called how would you express this? What do you call this? This is a non-printable character. This is a null byte character. And I'll explain in a minute why we're doing it this way. So for each line, we're going to say if we see a double /, then we're gonna start by setting up. We have a modified line equal to line. If we don't find that // then we don't change the string. Otherwise, we update that string to a substring of itself, which basically includes everything preceding that // and that's sort of what the substring routine will do. Is start from 0 and then all the characters. This is how many characters we'll take, and that's going to be the index of the beginning of the string. Just so happens that's exactly all the characters that precede this //. So next, our modified string. If there's a comment, we'll basically remove that section of the comment by taking a substring. Otherwise, we're going to just take that string directly. Quite a few string operations happening here. There's one here, and one here. Now, I think this is a reference, but we could even go so far as to make this its own line, and then we can just say update line to this if we don't find. Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know how I would want to do this. I'm not sure. This seems like it's doing a lot of operations on each line, though. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. There's probably a more optimal way to do this. I have to think about it a little bit more, but logically this works. So now we can append we're going to do a null byte character, rather than and I'll explain why we're doing that. After each line, except for the last line, don't append no line characters for lines that have been completely removed. So the thing to note is that if we've already removed the line, then we don't need to add a null byte. Now actually, the way we're gonna process this later, we actually can just add a no line character regardless. We'll just say after each line. Yeah, it actually it won't matter. Pretty sure we can just add a no line character. Let's do this. I prefer this. It's more or less equivalent. Push the string into our string stream. And then push a null byte character. Or to delimit the string, yeah. Okay, so we delimit the string with a null byte character. Now we want to, now the reason we're going to do this is we're going to handle the multi-line comments. Now we have a single string with null byte characters in between. We're going to add just some comments about we don't actually need to do this step. We could skip this step. Don't need to replace new line characters with null byte character. To address this, place the entire source code into a single string. And removed characters replaced any. Null byte characters. So I'll comment here. The grep z command performs a similar routine. New line characters treated as null byte characters. So your grep would treat the entire file. To a single line rather than multiple lines. So this significantly reduces the complexity of what we're about to do here. So we can use our regex using a non-greedy regular expression. We can replace all of, we can remove all of the multi-line comments in a clean way. Excuse me. Okay. So now we take our line, take a line, make that ss.string, take a regex. We can now replace our line, update our line by using a regex replace on the line with this regular expression for it's a it's a non-greedy search for multi-line comments, right? And everything's going to be sort of on one giant string with our 0 byte characters. So this will actually remove the 0 byte characters as well, replace all of those. And now what we're going to do is we're going to update our string stream to this new line. We're going to clear the string stream state. We're going to have a string s, variable s, and we're going to loop through every line. Now we're going to sort of delimit each section of the string stream. So this is sort of perform like a string split, more or less, which is sort of like a Python string split type of thing. And we're just not going to push back any of the empty strings. And we're going to use as our delimiter the null byte character, because that's sort of what we were going to use as a new line character, but we didn't want to use a new line character because that wouldn't work nicely with our regular expression library or like regular expression routine, which is, like I said, grep-z does exactly that. Sort of what I looked up the what it actually does in order to sort of perform that search through the whole files if it's one line. It actually treats the new line characters as a non-printable character, specifically the null byte. So we're going to do the same thing. We just replace all the new line characters with null byte characters, and or 0 byte characters, I guess. And yeah, so then we go ahead and perform a split, and all the empty strings we remove, and that's it. That should be it. Really should think about like how I could make this more efficient. I think this works. We'll find out. Oh, there we go. All right. See how we did. See if we're right. Maybe there's an edge case I missed somewhere. Something I didn't consider. Oh no. There is something wrong. Oh no. Really? Should I have generated random inputs? I don't know. It's kind of strange. I got one wrong. I wasn't expecting that at all. Oh no. Oh no. How'd that happen? How did that happen? Just want to make sure I don't. Really? Okay, maybe that's why everybody downvoted, because there was some edge case they didn't think about it or they missed. What is this edge case? What is this? What is this in the situation that I missed? And how? How did I miss that? I don't get it. Is that even possible? Okay, main. here is comments, still comments. Oh, I see the problem. That's my mistake. Okay, I totally missed that. Oh, I see. All right, I see the problem. Whoops. So we do want to do the multi-line comments first, because you could comment out the ending of a multi-line comment. I didn't even think about that. I think the thought came to my mind at some point, but it was too taken aback by this question, I guess, to process to do that properly. Okay, well that's okay. We can just say no. We want to handle multi-line comments first. I see the issue. Okay, fair enough. I must handle multi-line comments first. Single line comment could. That's interesting. Yeah, could cause the ending of a multi-line comment be discarded. Cause issues, given the assumption has a discernible ending pattern, something like that. Yeah. All right. Okay. So first things first, we need to actually dump the entire const standard string s in source. So we're going to do that first, and then we're also going to null by character. Okay. Regex replace now. We're going to handle the single line comments next. It's almost the same routine. Okay, and the routine we performed earlier, this one, oops, it's a similar routine now that we're going to perform. How are we doing on time? Man, I'm disappointed. I kind of knew that I was gonna miss that edge. There was something I thought I was like, oh, there's something I'm gonna miss, but yeah, I mean I could have foreseen that, but for whatever reason it didn't. For whatever reason I just missed it. I don't know. I'll remember it next time, I suppose. All right, so get line, and now we're going to perform a similar thing here, and we say. We're going to say S. We could say temp, or just T, I don't know. All right, T is going to be substring, and then we're going to take, really it actually goes all the way here, so if T is not equal to this empty string, push back T. And that's really it. That is really it. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to have all those comments. It's fine. We'll just handle single line comments next. Using the 0 byte as a delimiter. Okay, let's try this now. Man, I should have tried some test cases. I don't know. For some reason, I kind of, yeah, I guess you call that laziness. Should have thought about it a little bit more. I didn't think of that test case. I didn't think to try it, but I definitely could have thought about it a little bit more. What could happen? I mean, I think just trying some random test cases also, I would have come across this test case. Now you can click not notes. There's a button you could press to get the the other test cases. That's right. This should work. Just copy paste this. Let's try this now. How are we doing on time? Well, it's a good thing we had a part 2 because I thought I had it. I thought I had it. I was wrong. All right, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Actually, it makes me a hypocrite, right? Because I was just saying there are other test cases. Oh no, really? Other test cases. Oh, come on. Other test cases I could have tried, and I just didn't try them. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Wait, what's wrong with this one? How is this even possible? Say it ain't so. It's hard, man. All these edge cases. These tricky cases, man. Yeah, it's a pain in the neck. This function does nothing. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, but in the cases where, oh no. Oh, that's so awkward. Oh no. Come on. Really? Oh. Alright, I see why it's so tricky. In the cases where the single line comments come first, you need to process those before you process the so those would actually comment out the beginning of a, oh no. Huh. Oh no. Oh, that's a nuisance. Oh, this is such a tricky question. This is such a tricky question. It's really annoying. I guess I like this question because it's something I had thought about making a question a long time ago. This would be a good question to give programmers. It's really challenging. It's extremely challenging. No kidding. The multi-line, so if you see a single line comment and the beginning of a multi-line comment, that's actually supposed to eliminate that multi-line comment, right? But if you see a single line comment that that's inside of a multi-line comment already, that single line comment is not supposed to eliminate the potential ending of the multi-line comment, which it could if you do these two things in parts, you could run into some problems. So what you need to do is be careful that if you see a because the tricky thing is that if you remove, right, okay, oh, it's so confusing. It's so confusing. You actually basically what I think should be done is that any multi-line strings, no, you can't do it that way either. How can we do this? How do we resolve this? I think I have to go back to what I originally was going to do, which was just have a state machine type of a thing. Yeah, the problem is that a single line comment will clobber the beginning of a multi-line comment. But if that single line comment is already contained within a multi-line comment, then it actually gets clobbered. Oh boy. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Huh. I think in this case we just gotta go character by character through the source. Yeah, okay. We'll do it that way. We will do it that way. Whew. This is quite the program. It's very interesting. All right. So here we go. I think this is fine though. We'll do enum state. Wow, I can't believe I got it wrong though. That's upsetting. That's just upsetting. All right, so we'll say single line, single, multi, neither, and none. These are 3 states. We're going to say state current is going to be none. I think the states in C++ look like this, by the way. All right, so how are we doing on time? Almost 30 minutes. Yeah, this is hard. This is hard. This is a challenging question. I wouldn't say it's hard. I would just say it's hard to think through all of these edge cases. All right, so we're going to say for const standard string s in the source, and we're going to say for const character c and s. We're going to say switch on state or current. We're going to say case. So we could say state single break state multi break none and default. It's not going to do anything. I think the default. So what we're going to do is we have a return vector. So I actually think this is easier than I thought. We give a string stream, I think. So if we're in neither state, then we can just SSC. But if we see Oh. Oh, actually, there are a couple states. So, potential comment, we'll say. Add one more state. So single, potential comment, multi. Okay. Yeah. Potential comment. All right. So if we're in a single comment, oops, we are not going to write anything. And whatever we have, so our string stream at the end, we're going to say ret.pushback string stream string, and then string stream string, we're going to empty and clear the string. So if we're in a single comment, we don't we keep going until the line ends, and actually that's the thing, is if current is equal to state single, then current is then going to be equal to state none. After finishing processing a line, turn state from the single line comment state to the none state. Yeah, so this is after each line. If you're in that single state, you finish the line, you're no longer in a comment. However, you're never going to actually enter that state if you're in a multi-line comment, and you won't leave the multi-line comment at the end of the line. That's kind of the deal here. So now we can say, so single comment. So the potential comment. All right, that's the interesting part. So if our character is, if we're in a single comment state, we're already there. Everything after that point is gone. If we're in the none state and C is equal to a forward slash, so we won't actually push the forward slash. What's going to happen is we're going to update our state to state potential comment. We could say potential is probably better. We don't need to be too descriptive here. All right, so single, potential, multi. Now, okay, if we see a forward slash, our state is now potential. If we see another forward slash, then our state goes from potential to single. Now we're now seeing a single line. If we are looking at an asterisk, then we are in but the thing is that there's potential new and potential exit. Yeah. So we could say single, everything after single just clobbered. Potential, let's say potential new. It's actually potential single. Potential multi, there's a difference there. Actually no, they're just, yeah, potential new is, I see. So potential exit, okay, I take it back, that's fine. Potential single could be, you could be entering them, okay, I see. So, okay, so if we're in the none state and we see a forward slash, then we enter the potential new. It could be a new comment that we're coming across. Otherwise, we just print that character, right? And if if we're not entering any character state anytime soon, then we just keep appending characters. If we're in the potential new state, then and we see another // that means we're now in a single character state, and we just ignore everything after that point, right? Until the end, just like how we do with single. If we see an asterisk though, now we enter the multi-state, and this will persist potentially over multiple lines. If we don't see either of those, then we actually need to push a / and push a this character, and then enter none. So if we do not enter state, must include previous / character, well, as this one in the source line. Okay. Now we could end up, if we're in the multi-state, eventually we exit the multi-state, right? So if we're in this multi-state, there's potential new and there's potential exit as well. Let's put that here. So we're in the multi-state, we say if C is equal to an asterisk, otherwise we don't do anything, but if C isn't equal to an asterisk, then current is then state potential exit. Right, so we potentially exit what's interesting about exiting the multi-state is we're not printing any characters, so there's nothing. If we don't actually exit, then we don't have to print that character. So we'd say if C is a /, then our state goes to none. And that's it. If it's not a /, then we just continue to stay in the multi-state, skipping things until we see another asterisk. Oh, actually, there is an issue there. Potential exit. So actually, we're not potentially exit anymore otherwise. So I take that back. So we go back to the multi-state. If we're in the potential exit state and we don't see a /, then we do go back to the multi-state, right? I think, what happens to potential new? Yeah, potential new, right. Let's look at these if-elses. So I think everything has an if-else. So if you're in the multi-state and you don't see an asterisk, then you don't do anything. You just stay in the multi-state. Okay. All right. Yeah, most of these have else's, these if statements. So I think you can process it this way. This is probably how I should have done it the first time. Oh, wait. I'm missing something important here. Returning our vector. And also if, let's say if ss.string is not equal to empty vector. I guess in theory you could have empty new lines, empty source lines, but I don't think so. Label at end of compound statement, expected statement default. So I guess we don't really need a default. I think you would have a no op in your default at the end. Okay, how did we do? 6 milliseconds. Output expected That's wrong though. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wow, that's subtle. Whoa. I wouldn't have caught that. All right, you ready for this? This is an interesting one. So, where I'm putting the new lines matters a lot. Okay, check this out. So, when you process this, oh, that's very interesting. When you process, wow. All right, I have an idea. So we're actually not gonna, we're not going to, oh man, that's very interesting. We added this to the wrong spot. You see how we added, oh wow, that's really subtle. Huh. That's interesting. I guess what I want to do is add the null terminated. Wow. Wow. Okay. Huh. So what's really interesting about this is we entered the potential exit state, right? And no, what happened? No, we potential new. So what? What happened? We were not in the multi-line state. We entered the multi-line state here, entered here, and we exited here. Okay, so we were in the multi-line state. No, this does nothing, right? So we were not in the multi-line state. This got removed. So what happened is we saw, wait, what happened? I think we saw a potential new here. Oh, yeah. I see. So we saw a potential new, and we saved that character. Because we wouldn't save that character if, okay. And the problem is that because we saved this character, when we went to the next sequence, we went to potential new, and we didn't have a comment state, so we had to add this character back. However, that character was the last character of a previous line, so we didn't. There's a new line character in between that we're missing. I see. Okay. Okay. I think I understand. What I would suggest is what I want to do is not actually set the new line. Well, I have to be careful about where you set the new lines. I guess if you're ending in a single state, you return the none state, or if you're in a potential the potential new state. It's a tricky state to be in. Yeah, you want to start each new line in the none state, no matter what. Realistically. No, not necessarily. So I think what you do is you say else if current. I guess you could fix this relatively easily. Potential new. The tricky thing about this is what about you go back to none, and also, hold on, you'd say, you do something like this. I think this would handle this case, but there's a slightly different case that we could have a problem where what if we say something like this? So we actually begin our multi-line string here. Like what I'm thinking is, no, like this. What happens if we do this? So we're no longer in the potential new state. We rewrite this character, but then we don't enter a multi-line comment here. Like what should we get in this case? What are we expecting? Oh, works correctly though. Okay. It's very subtle. Like I said, there's some tricky edge cases here, man. So it looks like it does what it's supposed to do, where in this case, you don't actually enter. So yeah, how you handle the potential new across lines is important. So if you're in the single comment state, you just exit that immediately. But if you're in a potential new state, then you would print the new that character and then enter none. That's interesting. Now, by the way, that's not actually how comments work in C++. Oh, it is how it works. Okay, I take it back. They do have to be on the same line. All right, fair enough. Okay. And how about these other two cases? So I'm a little bit frustrated that I got twice now. I got it wrong. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. We went back and yeah. Okay, this is probably correct. No. Oh! You gotta be kidding me. Ah, there's so many test cases. So many test cases. No! How did I forget that one? That's brutal. Wow, that's a good one. That's a good question. I can see why so many people don't like it. Oh no. Oh, we forgot about the... Oh no, we forgot. I completely forgot. Okay, so we say else if current is not equal to state multi. I totally forgot that we were supposed to do that. If it is multi, then we don't do this yet. Oh boy. Totally forgot. Which one at the bottom here? So the bottom one works now, but one of these doesn't work anymore. What happened? Which one is it? It's the second one that's wrong now. Okay. Oh boy. What happened with the second one now? This is a hard question. Not hard, but really challenging question. Care must be taken regarding comments. End with or lines. Multi. Okay, how are we doing? Wow, this is brutal. This is brutal. All right, so this one is the one that's wrong. So what's wrong specifically is int main, and there's an opening. No, what happened here? This part. There's an extra character in between here, but this actually is not just an extra character. Oh, I see. This white space disappeared. I think. So my output, we got rid of. Oh, I see. So that's kind of weird. I don't know. If we're not equal to the state multi, so hold on. Before what we were doing, let's get rid of this for a moment. Okay, this works correctly here. Okay. So the problem we ran into is this should be removed but included. So okay. But we're not in the multi-state here. We actually exit the multi-state here. I'm really confused. Which, I guess one of these other states that we begin at, maybe that's the problem. So we would say, okay, so we could say if, oh, I see the problem, okay. Yeah, this should be its own if block. I think that's the problem. This shouldn't be contained in the other blocks. Because this is supposed to, yeah, I think I see the problem. I think I see the problem. Hopefully, potentially. Okay. Whew. What a doozy. What a doozy. I probably missed something too. There's probably some other test cases somewhere in here that I'm not taking into account. I don't want to sit and try to figure it out. I think, oh, dude, so many. Brother. Wow, got 4 wrong answers before it, and I still don't know if I'm right. Yeah, this is brutal. This is brutal. Whoa. Okay, I see why so many people didn't like this question. I don't know, dude. This is hard. I mean, not hard, but it's hard. It's hard to get all the test cases right. Okay, what happened? So my input, output, struct, comment, declare members. So how did we, okay, yeah, this is a comment, and then this should be commented out, right? This should be removed, but I ended up removing everything. Why did that happen? Okay. So we enter the potential new, then we enter multi, and then we say, okay, all of these characters enter, basically keep going until we get to potential exit, which isn't for a while. And then we see, yeah, we see this, oh, I see, it's this asterisk. and we go to potential, to a potential exit. That's my mistake. Oh, so go back to, oh, that's so subtle. That's so tricky. So yeah, you really got to be on the ball for something like this. If you see another asterisk, then you actually stay in potential exit. And then otherwise you stay in multi, or you go to multi. Yeah. Go back to multi. Okay. But now what if you exit with an asterisk, right? You're in potential exit. That also has to be on the same line, I think. So, or if you're in a potential exit. That actually you should go back to multi. Oh, that's so confusing. So confusing. There are too many test cases, man. I'd have to go through a whole really sit and think about this problem for a while if I wanted to get this right on the first shot. There's no way I would have gotten this right on the first shot if I didn't sit down and think about all the different test cases. We kind of need to try that edge case too now, where we enter and exit across lines. Take a look at that. So yeah, so that's kind of what I was saying, is that we could enter a multi-line, and then this is potential exit, and then we don't exit here. All right, it's probably some other test case that I missed too. There's just so many. Oh, we got it. Okay, nice. After 5 wrong answers. Dude, that was brutal. I really underestimated this problem. Wow, I thought this was gonna be like a 5-minute problem. No. This would be a hard question to ask somebody in an interview. I don't know if this is a good question to ask, but like it would be an interesting question to ask, just to watch somebody struggle and suffer with this, because there's just so many issues. There's just so many cases, the logic. But again, this is something that you would do with a grammar more so than with like what I have here. You could do it this way, but it's definitely better if you have oh, and it's slow too. I'm annoyed that after all of that it's oh, there we go, 100%. Okay, there we go. Faster than everybody else. All right, I'm satisfied. Brother, that was rough. Okay, well, we did it. Wow. I was really got ahead of myself there. I thought we solved that. I thought we were done. I thought we were on our way. Nope. There are edge cases galore with this question. There are plenty. Oh man, this would be hard. This would be a hard question. Wow. That would be rough. If you had this something like this in an interview, whoo-wee. Yeah, definitely a rough one. Alrighty, let me go. I don't know what else to say here other than this is rough. It's fun, interesting, but definitely hard. Also, looking at my hair. I don't like this receding hairline here. I'm getting old, man. Getting older. It's gonna go one day. Apparently your hair loss is related to vitamin D and stress. And you get more sleep, more vitamin D, more exercise, more sunlight. That's what's going on here. I'm just kind of noticing it now. Anyway, yeah. So thanks again for watching. Talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your night. And yeah, we did it. Whew, we did it.